Hey guys, Smail here, and this will be another video about AI for money and business. So in this video, I will guys show you how you can use AI, NA10 and Python to create your perfect stock analysis AI agent. And obviously you'll be able to get everything for free. But first, let's run the automation and see how the output looks like. Based on a specific industry, for example tech or energy, it will go and fetch some very interesting stocks that you should be buying. I'm gonna execute the workflow now. And then if I click on the very last node, so this is the list of stocks in the energy sector that you should be buying that are basically gaining momentum. And if we take one of those, for example CVX, and then we go on Yahoo Finance and check this stock, we see that it's the stock of Chevron, and actually it makes sense right now because of everything that is going on with Venezuela. But before we get started, let me tell you guys how do you access this automation. So first you will click on the link in the description, then you will end up in my Discord community. Then here you will click on resources, access the pinned message that you can see here. Then click on it. You will end up on this landing page where you can access all of my automations. So if you are already a member and you have logged in previously, just click here, type in your email and then click on login now. Otherwise, just type in your name here and your email and then click on give me access. You will be receiving a confirmation code so that I can make sure that it is not a bot trying to access my resources. Once you type it here, you just click on confirm my email. Then you will have access to my complete resources hub for free, and you can download anything that you can see here. For example, for this automation, you just click here and then you'll be able to download everything. Before I show you guys how this automation works node by node, I want to tell you more about something called momentum trading, because this is the principle that we will be using inside of our strategy to target specific stocks to buy. There is a very good article here in Investopedia where they are explaining very well how momentum trading works. Here it says, it refers to the rate of acceleration of a security's price or volume. And to keep it simple, it's about stocks that are having a trend. It can be either upward trend, basically they are going up, or downward trend, where they are going down. And when you think about it, the principle is very basic. It just says that, so if the price of a stock is accelerating very fast, there are many chances that it will keep accelerating for some time. So that's when we should be buying, right? So yeah, that's basically what the strategy is using. So then what I did is that I opened ChatGPT and I kept discussing with it to give me some simple rules to apply momentum trading for NA10. And it came up with this that I will explain in more details a little bit later. So now let's go back to our NA10 workflow. First, it starts with setting up a variable. And let's see what this variable corresponds to. Basically, it's about setting up the name of the industry we want to target. So here, as you can see, there is energy. But, you can target any type of other industry. It could be finance, or retail, or health tech. Then the next step is about using OpenAI to give us a list of stock symbols that correspond to this particular industry. For example, for the energy sector, we have all of those stocks. So XOM, PSX, CVX that we just saw, BKR, and so on and so forth. When you will be using your automation, here you just paste your OpenAI API key. Here I just wrote, given the industry name, and here I placed the variable from the previous node, provide a JSON list of stock ticker symbols from the Standards & Poor 500 that belong to this industry. Return only a valid JSON array of ticker symbols, nothing else. Example format, Apple, Microsoft, Google, and so on. Provide 10 to 20 relevant tickers if available. The next node is about getting this response from OpenAI and just simply to clean it. So as you can see, if the response contains those characters, we just get rid of them. If the response starts with JSON, we also get rid of it, and so on and so forth. So this is the clean output. As you can see, we only have the ticker names and nothing else. The next step is about building our Yahoo Finance URL. Because basically we'll be using Yahoo Finance to get the historical data for a stock And this URL will have a very specific parameters, and let me show you what those parameters are. So as you can see, this is the base endpoint to query finance data from Yahoo. And then what we have is here the name of the ticker, meaning the name of the symbol, for example PSX here. And then we have the date of the start and then the date of the end. And what we'll be doing is getting the data from the past 250 days. And here the last parameter is interval, and then the value is 1D, meaning we want to get the daily data. An important thing is that here we are setting run once for each item, because we'll be getting multiple tickers from the previous node, and we want to generate an URL for each of those tickers. Once the URL is ready, we'll be doing the actual request using an HTTP request node. This is the simplest request that we can do. It's just a get method, and here we are just using the URL from the previous node. And this is the type of results that you can get. So as you can see, this is a very long array containing a lot of data. Actually, for every single timestamp, meaning for every single day, we are getting 4 values: the highest price of the day, the lowest price of the day, the price when the market opened, and then the price when the market closed. The next node is the most important one because this is the one that helps us figure out whether a stock is having a momentum or not. And this will rely on something that we call SMA, or simple moving average. It's very easy. Actually, we'll just compute the average close price of the last X days. And for our use case, we'll be using 150 days, meaning, for today, the value of today, we'll be computing the average value of the last 150 days, and we'll be doing the same for every single point, basically. And this is the red line that you can see in this image here. 200 SMA means that we are computing the average of the last 200 days. And we need it because it was suggested by ChatGPT. Here, the strategy is very simple. If today's close is greater than this indicator, so SMA 150, and the slope of SMA 150 is positive, then it's a buy. We want to buy it, and it's a stock that is having momentum. And let me show you what this code block actually contains. Basically, the most important code snippet is this one, because this is the one where we actually calculate the SMA 150. And as you can see in this line, we are doing the average of the last 150 days. Then the first buy condition that we have is this one. If the close is above the red line, the line of the SMA 150. Our second buy condition is written in this line here, whether the slope of the SMA is positive or not. And we compute that using this condition. So if the latest SMA 150 is greater than the one 20 days ago. And basically it's a definitely buy condition if both of those variables are true. And here, as you can see, we are returning a JSON. One of the items is called status. And if this variable here is true, it will be written qualifies. Otherwise, it will be written does not qualify. As you can see from this output, all of those qualify, but this one did not qualify, and those as well. The next node is quite simple. We are just using a filter, and basically we'll just take the stocks where it qualifies. Here we are using the status is equal to qualifies. And then the last node is just about formatting the final result. We'll be outputting a summary where we'll just be writing the number of qualifying stocks, and for every single stock, we'll be writing the name of the ticker or the stock symbol, the value of the closing price, and the value of the SMA 150. Now, you guys know me, I also like to transform all the NA10 automation into Python code because I want robust and reliable automation. First, let me run this automation and let me show you how it looks like. Here for the industry name, I will write technology. Okay, great. So as you can see, this is outputting all the symbols that are related to technology stocks, as well as the ones that qualify and the ones that do not qualify to our specific criteria. And by the end of the automation, it will tell you the tickers and the name of the company. So let's check Amazon on Yahoo Finance and see how it looks like. Okay, so as you can see, this is clearly upward trending and it looks like we're into something here. One thing I forgot to mention, guys, is that this strategy, since it is using a lot of days for our SMA, it means that the holding period, meaning the period of time between when you will be buying and when you will be selling, is a few weeks. So yeah, it's basically swing trading. In the addition of this automation, and this is also the power of Python, I wrote a function that displays the stock as well as the SMA 150. So let's do it for Amazon. This is the function plots candles with SMA. Let's run it. So as you can see, this is exactly what we expect. A red line here, and the last close is greater than the red line. And the red line is also upward, meaning the slope is positive. Here for this node where we are setting the variable for our industry name, this is the line that corresponds to it. Basically, we are getting input from Python. Then those two nodes here are written in this function get tickers from industry, where first we are using the exact same prompt, and then we are cleaning the response from ChatGPT. This node here is written inside of this function where we are getting the historical data of a specific stock. Then the logic inside of this node is contained inside those two functions. We are calculating the SMA here and we are checking the conditions here. And then finally, those two nodes are written inside of this function, screen stocks, where basically if both of the conditions are met, we'll be printing this message here, otherwise we'll be printing does not qualify. And obviously this automation needs your OpenAI API key that you'll be writing inside a .env file in the same folder containing this Python file. So that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something. Don't forget that everything is accessible for free via the link in the description. Cheers, guys.